I'm about to explain to you the easiest way to understand market structure. It's so simple. Let's go. And as simple as I can explain it, the market goes up, the market goes sideways, and the market goes down. Right. This is market structure. Simple. You are going to make, this is what we call higher high, higher high, higher high, higher high. This is what we call higher low, right? Higher low, higher low. And so market structure is always going to be higher high, higher low, higher high. It's going to make higher highs and higher lows, higher highs and higher low. If I grab this, this is the beginning, this is the higher high, right? This is technically a higher low. This is the higher high, this is a higher low. How do we know this is a higher low? It's because this low is higher than this low. This low is higher than this low, and this low is higher than this low. This high is higher than this high, this high is higher than this high, this high is higher than that high, and this high is higher than that high. That is higher highs and higher lows. Another way to understand this is, let me put this here. Another way to understand this is you swim, you breathe, you swim, right? You swim, you breathe, you swim, you breathe, you swim, you breathe, you swim. The market does not just go straight up and down. Another way is basketball, right? You run, you're doing suicides. You run at half court. You run back to baseline, you run full court. Baseline, full court. Baseline, full court. That is market structure. It has to rest. It has to breathe. You don't just box 12 rounds straight. You box in increments. So you box for 3 minutes, you rest, right? Then you recoup, you recover, and then you box for another 3 minutes that round. You recoup, you recover, you box for another 3 minutes that round. You recoup, you recover, and you box for another 3 minutes. And at the end, you hopefully that you were up to the upside, you rolled this up all along, and you were able to make money all the way there, right? That is bullish slash uptrend, right? That's what that is. We're gonna come back to this one. This one here is bearish slash downtrend, right? And so here, this is lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high. And this is lower low, lower low, lower low, lower low, right? So you'll hear somebody say the market is making higher highs and higher lows, higher highs and higher lows. That's the trend. That's the uptrend. This is lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. Or Michael Phelps, right? He swims and then he has to, he don't just stay underwater and just swim. He swim, he come up, he breathes, he goes back down. So he swim, he breathes, he swims, he breathes, and he swims again. He breathes and he continues swimming. He breathes, he continues swimming until he hits the wall and he flip around. And then at that point, when he flip around, he's now turning back, going the other way. He's swimming, he's breathing, he's swimming, he's breathing, he's swimming, he's breathing, he's swimming. And then he flip and turn around, and then he's swimming, and then he's breathing, he's swimming, right? So that's Michael Phelps. Again, with basketball, you are running to, you're doing suicides, right? So you're running to half court, you're running back to baseline, touching the line, and you're running and you're touching the line at full court, right? You run to half court, full court. And so that's with basketball. Think about traveling. If you're on a road trip, right? You take off, you leave your house, you stop to go get gas, and then you continue on the road trip. You stop and you get snacks, or you go sightseeing, you go off, you take a little break, and then you continue on to your road trip, right? You could be walking your dog, right? You're walking your dog, and then he sees the pole that he wants to go to, so he pulls you back a little bit, or he lets you know he starts to go backwards. But once he finished doing what he's doing, or she's doing what she's doing, you continue your movement, right? You keep going, she stops, you see somewhere else, she released a little bit more, right? And then you continue going, and then she released a little bit more, and then you make it back home, right? And so that is lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. That's a downtrend or a bearish market. This is a bullish trend or a bullish market or an uptrend. And this here is range and consolidation, right? So with this, I have support and resistance, and this is where people get faked out, because we want this. Say it with me. The trend is your friend. The trend is your friend. You should never trade against the trend. That trading against the trend is like swimming against the currents. So imagine how hard it would be for Michael Phelps to swim this way when the trend is coming this way. So the trend is coming down, right? But Michael Phelps is trying to swim, he's trying to breathe, and he's trying to swim. He's trying to swim uphill. This is much more tiresome. This is you got to be a very special individual to be able to swim against the currents, right? So we want to flow. We want to flow. This is flowy right here, but this is against the currents. This is against the trend. This is we never want to trade against the trend, because that's how you lose money. How can I buy here? How can I make money at this point trying to go up when the market is going down? I need to be going in the way of the market. So I need to buy here, right? I could buy here, I can sell here, and once it come back here, I could buy again. If that's what you want to do, right? That's how you make money in the market. That is market structure. This range here, this is, let me see. This is called range / consolidation, right? This is what this is called. And so we don't want rangy markets, because we don't know when the rangy market is going to end. At any point in time, it could end and we could be tricked, right? And so this is why you should trade ICC. You should watch my ICC videos to understand how not to get faked out with something like this, because you would put your range inside of support and resistance, or you would put it in a box and you would have it and you'll be waiting for a breakout. And this is how a lot of people get faked. This breakout happens here. This breakout happens. People think the market is going up. They want to buy, and then they get faked out, and the market comes back against them. And then they more than likely, if they didn't understand this, then they over leverage. They probably blew their account, and their confidence was shot. You should go look at my last video where I talk about confidence, or one of these videos, the one after this or one before this, is going to be about confidence and how to reduce anxiety in a trade. You don't have to feel like you're missing out on the trade when you have a system. So you need to get a system, and the system that I talk about in my videos is ICC, impulse correction continuation. And so this is the main, this is range and consolidation. We want to stay away from this as much as possible. We want a breakout to happen, and that breakout will either break to the upside, giving us higher highs and higher lows, or to the downside, giving us lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, and lower lows. And so just a quick example, it will break out like this. Break out, it'll break out, it'll come back, it'll retest this space, and then it'll start making higher highs, higher lows. And then let's make that green just for your mind, your psychology. And then if it was to come down, it'll break, retest, continue, retest, continue, retest, continue, right? And then that one will be red. And so if we don't see this, if this don't start to happen, we're not touching none of this, right? And so let me just show that to y'all on the charts real quick. Let's just go somewhere random on the charts, and let's find, what is this? Oh, let's go down. That's way too high up, right? Okay. Let's see. Here we go. All right. On the charts, this is a lot more, it's a lot different, right? It's not just straight lines. The straight lines was Mona Lisa. The pre-art was was Ruth Chris Steakhouse, right? They're gonna get it right every time. It's gonna look the same. It's a 5-star Michelin meal. It's gonna be the same. Lamborghini, the experience gonna be the same. That's what that pre-markup was. But the real thing is gonna look like this. And so this is what you got to prepare yourself for, right? Here we have impulse down. This is a pullback. This is push down, slight pullback, push down, slight pullback, push down, pullback, down, right? So this is, again, if we go lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high. And this is actually, oh no, because it didn't break that. So this is your lower lows. Here we go, lower low, lower low, lower low, lower low. And let's get it fine because that matters, right? And so don't matter how much lower it is, it's lower. So if you see my dotted line, this line here is lower than this line. It took some time, but it broke and it went lower. And so, and this here is a high. This is it pulling back right there. And so this is it on the market. This looks a lot different than what we saw over there. So you got to be able to read lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, etc., 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 right? And so that is that way. Now buys, right? We go higher high, higher low, 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 right? This is, let's turn this green. And these are higher highs and higher lows. Higher high. And then we go higher low. Higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, right? And so this is what the market is gonna make. These are higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. The market's gonna move in those ways. This here can be considered consolidation. All of this is considered consolidation. And then it came back, it retested, and then it broke down and it started making lower lows. And that's what I was telling you on the other side. Inside of this, we don't want it. And so we needed to break it, we needed it to retest, and then we needed to continue down. But this is how you find higher highs and higher lows, right? So this is market structure. Now, how do you use market structure to win trades, you say, right? That's what you're asking now, right? So let's clear all of these drawings and show you each time that you can make money. So broke structure, above my last lower low, boom, let's make money. I have another one here. So it came down, came back, broke structure, allowed for me to take trade to the next point. And you can see, again, next point, you can see, again, let's see. Yeah, this would have been an entry there as well. And so you got quick entries, you got some taking a little bit longer, right? But I would have got in. This would have broke. This would have came back, retested. I would have got in here. I would have put this above my last high, and this would have never came back into and I could have took this to the next higher high, higher low. And so this is how you find profitable trades, high probability trades. As you can see, each one of these never really went into drawdown. Never really went into drawdown. Break, retest, continuation, right? I hate that. I don't hate it, but it breaks, come back, retested it, and then drops. This is a pullback. After the pullback, it breaks. If I go down to the smaller time frame, I would have saw a retest and I would have continued down. And I could have took this one all the way to equal lows. So that would have been a beautiful trade, which is a 1 of 4.6, a 1 of 3, a 1 of 2, and a 1 to 3. Those are high quality, good risk to reward trades that you could have found each time in the market. That's how you print every time you get into the market.